neon lights. We dance for hours to miss someone eyes. I wanna tell you the rest to be alive, for us to thrive.
Before we get started, a little introduction. This video is mainly gonna be introducing me. I'm Alicia. This is Smokey. This is my brother's dog, actually, and right now he's away at college. Proud of him. We have a love-hate relationship, but for the most part, it's all love. The first one will be, why do they call me Adventures Alicia, and the mysteries behind my name. The second topic will be, oh, he's falling asleep. The second topic is just like getting to know me. I'm gonna tell y'all a couple facts. Most of y'all know everything about me because I am an open book. But just a couple things that if you don't know me, would be cool to know, I guess. And the last topic will be the role that music plays in my life. So let's get started. The first, the mystery behind the name, Adventures Alicia. As many of you know, I like to explore. I've always been really outdoorsy. Like, instead of being inside or watching TV, like, I was always outside adventuring. As many of you know, I have a pond in my backyard. It's a pretty decent sized pond. And I would go back there and I would play. Is he asleep? Oh no, he's chilling. I would go back there and like pretend that I crashed in an airplane, and that like I would wake up on the ground and I'd be like, where am I? And then I would try to build fires, and I would like try to fish and I would find wire on the ground, or I would always take my knife. Another thing about me is I collect knives, so I would always have like one of my knives handy, and I would be carving sticks into like shanks and stuff. I don't know, I've always liked that kind of stuff. I've always been outside. That was kind of like my me time. Also, growing up, like my family, we've always been pretty active. I've always been into sports. And I guess one day, actually two of my friends, Mary and Vivian, I'll be talking about a lot of my friends. Other videos I'll mention, I have, what is that? There's like a wasp or something in there. Anyways, throughout my other videos, my informational talking videos, if y'all even watch these, I'll be like mentioning some of my friends, and y'all get to know them as well. But we were making our Instagram pages, yeah, that far back, and we were thinking of like cool names. My friend Mary was Majestic Mary. My friend Vivian was Vivacious Vivian. I was like, what am I? Is there a word that starts with an A that perfectly describes me? And I was thinking, and I actually think it was one of them that suggested Adventures Alicia. And I was like, heck yeah, that's like perfect, because I'm always outside, I'm always exploring, liking to find new things. And so that was my Instagram name. And like the first time you create a name, it's like so embarrassing later on when you look back at it. But I mean, I actually like it. I mean, I know it sounds kind of corny, but I mean, that's who I am. It's who I've always been. So I'm like, whatever. And that's where the name came from. Alright, so the second topic is just a bunch of facts about me, if y'all even want to know that. I wanted to script this, but some things are just better unscripted. So I'm gonna just say a bunch of random things that I like. And I guess my favorite color is aqua, like the ocean. I also am like deeply infatuated with the ocean. I always have been since I was little. Kind of scared me when Moana came out, because I was like, is that me? I was like, are they watching me? But my room has been ocean themed ever since I can remember. My favorite animal, don't listen, is a dolphin. I love dolphins just because you don't want to hear this. I like dolphins the most because one, they're the most intelligent creatures. If that fact is right, I'm not sure. Okay, whatever. The harsh part is gone. And plus they're just so fun-loving, and they're really kind and caring. Like, I've heard so many stories about dolphins rescuing people, like, just cause. Bye, Smokey. I'll be free. Honestly, these are irrelevant things. Why am I talking about them? Let's talk about a more important thing about me. I was gonna do facts about me, but I feel like nobody cares. So instead, I'm gonna just kind of talk about my characteristics, who I am as a person, like my beliefs and stuff like that. Majority of the time, I just like to be doing something. Like, I can't just sit down and do nothing because I feel like I'm wasting time. I think that's my biggest pet peeve, is wasting time. We only have so much time, and the fact that we don't even know how much time that is crazy to me. So I'm like, I have to be doing something active because, you know, I just have energy. I can't just sit down for too long. If I sit down for too long, I feel like I'm just, like, it all builds up and it's not good, because then when it's time for me to unleash it, it's like extra. Okay, so the biggest question that I get is why I dropped out of college. I honestly wanted to drop out after my first year. I was a sophomore. I should have been a junior in college this year. And I wanted to drop out last year, but I talked it over with my parents. Whatever I decide, they're gonna support me and back me up. Even if they're not sure if that's the best way to go, they believe that I know what's best for me, hopefully. So I wanted to drop out last year for various reasons. I just felt like I was so distracted. Ever since I was little, I've known what I wanted to do. I've known that I wanted to be an entertainer. I love, like, that I can do something and I can make you smile, and then I can get a positive reaction from somebody. It makes me feel good because I'm grateful enough to consider myself a happy person. I have a loving family that supports me, even though I'm taking like a crazy leap of faith. We don't have the most of anything, but my family, we make the most of everything. And I feel like that is why I am the way I am. All my life, my family has just always been told me to be grateful for everything that we have. Somebody asked me one time, like, how are you so happy all the time? First of all, it's not all the time. Of course, I get angry, I get upset, I get sad. Like, I'm a human, I have regular emotions, but that don't last long. But I told them, I was like, well, when I wake up, the first thing I do, I just wake up, and I mean, I thank God that I have another day. Because, like, have you ever went to sleep and you're like, what if I don't wake up in the morning? Like, I always have that thought for some reason. But every time I wake up, I'm like, I get another day to do what I love, to do what I want to do. It really grounds me and it humbles me, because sometimes I know how easy it is to get upset over the most minor inconveniences. You spilled your coffee on your clothes and now you gotta go to class with a big old stain. Your life is over, like, what the heck? But I mean, it's not that bad. You're gonna get over it, and in a week you're not even gonna remember, and in a day nobody else will remember. So I feel like these minor inconveniences, we get accustomed to. Just one thing happens, you're like, oh, it's gonna be a bad day today. What you think you attract. And I say this so many times, but I can't stress it enough. You create the life you want to live. And I know some people are like, you say this all the time, but what are you talking about? How do I just create the life I want to live? Like, you can't just say something and not give us any, like, background information. Okay, well, here's the time. So when you're thinking all these things, everything that you're thinking in your head, all these thoughts, you think that they're abstract things, like, oh, it's just an idea. You think of it as just, like, I don't know, energy or something in your head. We all know that we have neurons in our brain, and whenever we think, these neurons, they're like trees. Think of them as trees. And every time we create new ideas and new thoughts, these trees, like, they form more branches, and every one of those branches is a new thought, a new idea. And so when you think of it like that, these thoughts and these ideas, they're no longer abstract things, or they never were. They're real things, real physical structures in your mind. So if you're having all these bad thoughts, there are these bad branches being grown. Anyways, all these bad thoughts are branching out into your head, and these neurons that they're trying to be these big beautiful trees, which good thoughts make, are making these shriveled up, ugly, crusty branches, because these are all your bad thoughts. So eventually more bad thoughts spread, and you're just gonna be thinking bad things all the time. And we're all energy. Like, we communicate. Initially, I feel like we were supposed to communicate through energy. Like, when we're born, we don't have a language. And personally, I feel that we created language as a way to mask our true emotions. So this goes back, sorry, this is all everywhere, but going back to the neurons and your physical thoughts, when you're thinking these bad things, we put out bad energy. And what we put out into the universe, what we put out into the world, we get back. And this is just the universal law of attraction. I'm just kind of like glancing over the top. There's so much I want to talk about. If you kind of want more topics about the brain and stuff, because I like talking about it, if you would like to hear more about how you can shape your life and you can become your best self, and just comment below or DM me on any type of social media, because I actually like talking about this stuff. It actually helps, and you can sculpt your life the way you want it. You can become who you want, and you can be who you want, and you can learn what you want. It's crazy because we're the only ones that limit ourselves. Anyways, back on topic. So we're putting out this bad energy, right? And then we're just like mad. We got this mad face. And then people look at us and they're like, oh, she's mad. I don't like her. She's angry. People, they gravitate towards positivity. That's how we're made as human beings. So if we gravitate towards good things and we kind of like stay away from negative vibes, of course, people are going to stay away from you if you're angry. Well, angry or sad. If you're angry or sad, people are going to like not want to be around you, because our natures, we don't want to be around stuff like that. If you're just carrying around this sad or mad negative energy and you're just like, man, like, why doesn't nobody want to talk to me, or nobody wants to be my friend, like, you just get more sad, and it's just gonna be just this vicious cycle. But luckily that can be fixed like that. The hard part is making it a habit. I always tell people being happy is a choice. In an instant, in a second, you can be happy. 1, 2, 3 I'm so happy, or 1, 2, 3 I'm so sad. Like, emotions can switch and change in seconds. Have you ever been like having a good day and then you get this text, and this text is just some bad news, and immediately your whole day changes, instantly sad or angry, and you're just like, oh, there goes my whole day, my whole week. Well, that's the same thing. You can reverse it, and if you're sad, you can instantly be happy. Some people are like, that doesn't work. No, that does work. It's facts. It's proven. What is hard is maintaining that emotion. So if you want to be happy and stay happy, you have to work at it. So you make the decision. You want to be happy. You want to be better. You want to be whatever you want to do. You make the decision. That's the first step. Now, I know most of you have heard the 21-day rule. In 21 days, you can form a habit. And so that's the biggest thing. You have to be happy consistently. Every day you need to be like, wake up. It's going to be a good day. No matter what happens, no matter what obstacles I run into, no matter what minor inconveniences come in my way, I choose to find the positive in everything and be happy. And let me tell you, it's going to be hard at first, because the wasp was right here. It really just wanted to get in my video. It wanted some clout. So once you make that decision to be happy and you keep it consistent, first day, second day, a week of being happy, and you don't revert back, try that 21-step rule. I've always been happy, but there was a very hard time. A year ago, my grandfather passed away, and he was a very big influence in my life, and it still kind of hasn't hit me. Like, I just feel like he's at home, and I haven't seen him in a long time. Smokey, get down. I still feel like it's not real that he's gone, but he was a very big part of my life. He instilled in me a lot of the morals that I have and that my family has. He helped me see the beauty in the small things and all that good stuff. Anyways, when he passed away, I was completely devastated, in shock. I didn't know how to react. I've always been surrounded by love and hardly any real pain ever. Like, the most pain that I felt was maybe like a dog dying, and I thought that was bad, you know, because I've always been surrounded by such love and positivity. So when this hit me, it hit me like a tidal wave. My body didn't know how to react to this stress and to this pain. It was so new to me. Of course, I started acting outlandishly. I was my first or second year of college, and it's really easy to get influenced in college or around, you know, in general, by society. It's easy to get influenced. I just tried to mask my pain, partying, and things that just don't help you grieve and get over something. so drastic like that. And it just kind of made things worse because I was suppressing my true emotions. And so when they would arise, it would be 10 times worse instead of just looking the problem in the face and dealing with it. So I decided to lock myself in my room. I just hid away. This was my second year. Yeah, I had a private room. So I just decided to just stay inside. After classes, I would go to class. And then I would come back and I would just research about the brain and emotions, and that's why I kind of know some stuff. There's still so much more that I want to learn and need to learn about myself. Like, I feel like the human body is crazy. The fact that it just all works together all day, like every breath you take is keeping you alive, that's so wild to me. Anyways, I just decided I wanted to grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You know, I was hitting the gym. I just wanted to be like a better me. I wanted to be like Analicia 2.0. And so that's what I did. I really started studying the things that interest me. And I mean, that's when I kind of realized that I'm over here learning things that are important, and I did value what I was learning in college, but I felt like it was distracting me from what I really wanted to learn. I knew that what I wanted to do was something like in the creative field, and I was like, why am I in college? Like, I was aiming for a music degree, but I'm just like, I want to be a creator. I want to create now. I was over here stressing about writing a 10-page paper over the progressive era instead of actually writing music, strengthening my writing skills, strengthening my imagination and my creativity to put into making content, to make people happy, and to do what I want to do, and to express myself through what I make. Man, like, I'm not happy, and I'm not getting any closer to what I really want to do, so why am I here? So my mom was like, hey, just take another year, think it out, and if you still feel like this is your path, then we're behind you 100%. And again, I'm so grateful for that, because if I didn't have that backbone and that support, I feel like it would be so much harder to actually go for my dream. And I feel like we all have that doubt. We all have that. We're all held back by our own mind. And until we break that barrier with ourselves, we're stuck. Like, we can't go any further. We can't be who we want to be if we don't come into good terms with ourselves. So, man, I really went on rambling. This video is so long. I just have a lot I want to talk about. But moving on, my third topic, the role music plays in my life. Music has been a huge part of my life since. This is a story many of y'all are familiar with, but I'm gonna tell it again because I like it. When I was born, my mother, she worked at the hospital, so like she had the hookup. We had the big suite room because she worked there. And to make her feel more comfortable, they're like, while you're delivering your baby, you can be listening to music. So as I came into this world, the first thing that I experienced was music. So I guess from there my journey started. My family is full of musicians and dancers from both sides of my family. We love to dance. We're always dancing, always singing. Don't even get me started on karaoke till like 4 a.m. Both sides of my family, my mother and my father's side, the Robledo and the Morales side. On my mother's side, my great-grandparents, the Vargas side, they love music as well. I come from a long line of musicians. I feel like it was inevitable that I would be doing something related to music. And my music, where should we start? I feel like music has the power to heal, has the power to influence, the power to make change and make you feel something. Music can be therapeutic. You can be so sad and listen to a happy song and instantly your spirits are lifted. You can just be having a bad day. Put on some positive, upbeat music and it could just change your whole mood, and over a course of time, it can change your life. I feel like the majority of us, our lives revolve around music. I mean, if you're anything like me, I freak out if I forget my headphones on a long car ride. I'm just like, oh man. But music is so influential, and I feel like a lot of artists these days don't know the sheer amount of influence they have and they're just talking about anything and everything, and these little kids are listening to these songs talking about they want to take somebody's man and they want to take them just to use their money and then just leave and get their stuff and leave. And I'm like these are little girls, like I'm talking 3, 4, 5 years old, and they're already being, those ideas are being instilled in them, and they're gonna grow up thinking that's okay. They're gonna grow up thinking that that is what a true woman is made of, because that is the image that we're portraying. Not gonna lie, like I listen to that music, like it's got a good beat, and then you can't help but sing along. Man, this song is so good, but it's so bad. I want to make music that people of all ages can listen to, and they can still get hyped and they can still turn up to, but that also reflects my morals and what I've been taught. I watched this thing on how to make a successful YouTube channel, and they were like, never mention politics or religion, but religion is a really big part of my life, so I'm gonna do it anyways because I don't care. I actually want to put faith back into music. I mean, not necessarily every song like hallelujah, but in every song reflect the woman that I want to be. Something that you can have fun and turn up with and still feel like a good godly woman, you know? You can still have fun and have faith. Like, it's not two different things. God wants us to have fun, to turn up, to enjoy this life, as long as we just keep him a part of it. Like, I mean, who do you think made turning up? Like, who do you think made fun? Who do you think made hip-hop and pop and rock or whatever you listen to? Like, all those ideas, well, from what I believe, come from God. So, like, why wouldn't he want you to enjoy it? Or if it's something like that I don't agree with, learn from it. Every day is a learning experience. So in my music, I just want people to get something positive out of it, to leave every song like, wow, I didn't think of that, or I never thought about that in that way, or man, like that song makes me feel good and happy inside. It gives me hope, it gives me motivation, it inspires me. That's what I want for my music. And I've talked way too much, but that's my first introductory video. Stay tuned because I'm going to be doing more covers, and soon I'll be dropping my original songs. I have so many original songs that I've written, some that are still in the production, some that are finished. I'm just waiting to like mix and master them and get them perfect, which is hard for me because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to what I really care about. So just stay tuned and I'll let y'all know whenever I'm dropping and releasing new things. Thank all of you so much for your support and believing in me, and hopefully you took something from this video and you can apply it to your life. And let me go get Smokey so I can tell. Smokey, look what you did. Okay, so I talk way too much, but thank you all for watching, and subscribe if you like this channel, all that good stuff. Y'all stay tuned for more covers, and don't forget to send any song requests, either comment below or DM me, whatever, on any social media platform, and I'll do my best to stop chewing my finger. I will do my best to get to all of them, or as many as I can. Thank you all for watching.
Everybody no. Neon lights, we dance for